Okay, good evening. I'm Joe Netherworld, and this is our daily tarot card reading for Sunday, May 25th. And wow, May's gone, huh? Memorial Day weekend, something to be remembered quietly for a moment. Our soldiers and other people who've served in the United States, well, all soldiers who served in just and non-corporate sponsored wars. And I'm not going to get political right now. Forgive me. That's a whole other. That's for all my other websites. But this is a time of remembrance. If anything, it sets the clock ahead that now we're officially, socially, officially into summer. We're not really into summer till the summer solstice on June 21st this year, I believe it is. But we have a daily tarot card reading for today. Quiet day. Energy is almost too quiet, which always puts me in the mood to investigate what's going on and what's going to be happening soon after this. Usually too quiet is the great exhale before the launch to battle. Forgive me, I'm a little off tonight. I'm just my words are slow because I am fighting a rather annoying allergy attack. But nonetheless, let's get right into this reading. I'm sure I'll pick up once I start. So anyway, 3-card read as usual. One main card, which is what the day's about, and our qualifier cards that help us expand upon that. And it's been going very well. Without any further ado, I want to pick today's main card. I do it with my eyes closed, just kind of play with the deck until it pulls itself up. And this is what it is. And it is the Two of Swords. This is sort of an analog for the blind liberty. Blind justice, the pursuit of liberty. In that we have two major decisions, a choice between two major forces in front of us right now. We're being blindfolded because we don't want to be swayed by the visuals and by the emotions of the moment. We're trying to take in all the information we can before we make this decision. So in some ways, it's cool, calm, and collected that we're trying to grab all this information. On other ways, it is kind of being blind to what's going on. So there's a little bit of that. It also falls into the realm of not wanting to make hard decisions. So we kind of close our eyes to some of the very negative things around us. It's about duplicity in the sense of living with lies and ignoring the truths the inconvenient truths that would make us have to reconsider things. So we have that. So that's something. That's usually a meditative card. If this is a calm before the storm kind of day, things are going to get crazy tomorrow, which I definitely feel they are in some ways. It's pointing out what's going on. That there is an issue that we're not dealing with, and because we haven't dealt with it, it's going to blow up in our faces. We had to make these decisions, we're not dealing with them, and there they are. But let's see what our qualifier cards are. I'm going to grab both of them now. 2 for 1. Here's 1. Here's 2. All right. The Magician. Very powerful card. A mixture of science and magic, of course. It is the thinking man. It is the controller of the universe. And here we have the 6 of Swords, which is about taking things away. Removing problems is really what it's about. 6 of Swords designates the 6 swords stuck into a boat being carried off out to sea, taken away. So on the other side, though, we have the Magician, which is sometimes seeking knowledge, truth, infinity, power, the use of one's intellect and skills to gain control over the world and to seek more of the hidden powers that are affecting things. So today, excuse me, I'm going to be coughing throughout all this. It's just the way it is. Allergies in the Northeast. Today, I would definitely look into taking the blinders off, really seeing what's going on, and make some might be very hard or the hardest decisions of your life about who's in your life, what they mean to your life, and not even what they mean, but what they're doing to your life. On the one hand, there's problems that need to be sent away. That there's a lot of trouble. I know there's only 2 swords represented. There's 6 swords being taken away, which means you have to make a choice between the lesser of two evils, and live with one and let the other ones go. You have to use more than just intellect and logic. You need to be the magician with this. You need to go deeper. Find out what these people really mean, what's really going on, what the course of these lies and these deceptions are. And we might have to rely on magic, magical people, intellectual people, intuitive people to help you make these decisions. But I can see also, too, that there's great benefit to be had today. If you can make these decisions and if you can go forward, you're going to succeed in a way that you haven't expected. So there's a lot of hidden benefits out there today. But it is definitely... Sorry, this is live TV. In other words, I'm not feeling so well on a Sunday night. But I'll be here. I'm going to finish this reading. So, the Magician is the number one card in the deck. It's sort of like what the deck's all about. And it's about using everything in your power to get what you want. And make yourself the king of your own universe. Or the queen of your own universe. Or the ruler of your own universe, as it were. But today we have to make these hard decisions. We have to open our eyes. Look at what's going on. At one point, remove the blindfold and see. Another point is leave the blindfold, return the blindfold on, and use all your other senses to decipher what's wrong. There is a wrong in the world right now. There's a wrong in your life. It's going to start a cataclysm, a movement towards beneficial movement, but also towards some change and some ends. This is a day where a lot of things are going to end. And I think that's probably why you've been avoiding making decisions. If you feel you've been avoiding making decisions because, excuse me, if you feel like you've been avoiding making decisions, it's because you know it's going to be the end of a whole chapter of your life. And it has to be done. If not, it's not going to carry away all these problems. What you have to make a decision about today, which is a tough one, is if done right. That's why you need the magician. That's why you need powers beyond your own today to seek guidance to figure out what is this problem. Because though the problem might be small, appearing right now, it's the representation of major problems around you. So I'm going to leave you sort of with that. If you need to get a hold of me, of course, you can contact me on Keen. You can get a reading through Etsy. All my links are in my descriptor column, little underneath this video, right down there. But I think today is about getting right to business. Yeah, it's Sunday, it's Memorial Day weekend. I'm sure there's all kinds of fun things to do. But give yourself a good hour today to really analyze what is going on in your life and what is the problem. Once you know what that problem is, you have to let it go. And that might be relationship, it might be business, it might be family members, it might be yourself. It might be how you've perceived yourself for years and who you thought you were going to be, and you haven't reached that goal, and you're not going to reach that goal. And that's not a bad thing. It's about accepting change. All life is full of inevitable change. We can't fight that. We can't delude ourselves. This blindfold, not seeing what's going on is... I'll give a quick example. Let's say you've been trying to be an actor, and you're not getting any breaks, and it's not working, and maybe you haven't had someone tell you, look, you're not really that good of an actor, and you're wasting your time, and time being the only commodity we can't replace in our lives, that's the only sin in my universe, wasting time. That the quicker you realize maybe you can't do what you think you can do, and you're honest with yourself about what you're doing, you'll be able to move on and reach the goals you're meant to reach the happiness you want to find. You can't be living in this negative environment that is causing you to blame everybody else, blame your situation, blame where you live and how you live, blame the friends of your friends, all these things. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're just seeking the wrong goal in life. You're seeking the wrong career. You're seeking to be with the wrong person. Admit that. Open your eyes. Take the blinders off today and see what you're doing wrong. And once you let that go, all your problems are going to go with it, because most of the problems, when you realize that you have in this life, are because you have been deluding yourself or not accepting the change that has to happen, and you've built an army of false concepts to protect yourself from dealing with one simple thing today. Look in the mirror, be honest, admit you have changes to make those changes, whatever they might be, and let the good times re-enter your life, re-enter your world. Even if things are going okay, let's make them go better. Let's make it greater. And the next chapter will begin. And behind that next chapter beginning is a little bit of fear. But what's calling for this, there's a lot of magic willing to help you today. The magic in this card, especially, it's transformative. And there's multiple images in the Magician card alone of the Ouroboros, or the infinity symbol. The fact that things return and go away and come back, and this ever changing, ever growing infinity. You have to accept that and make that part of your life today. I am not pleading with you, because it's not my place, but I'm imploring you, if that's a term I can use for you today. I'm imploring you to get into the mirror, analyze what you're doing with life, and if, something's dead, then bury it. Let it go. Send it off to sea. And I'm going to leave you with that. Have a very magical day. Take some time today to do what you must do. We'll meet again around midnight, and hopefully I'll have a little clearer voice and won't be so scratchy and coughing right in your face. It's not good. But I'm good enough to be here, and I will be back again around midnight. Have a great time.